From the CISO series, it's Cybersecurity Headlines.
These are the cybersecurity headlines for Friday, August the 8th, 2025. I'm Steve Prentice. Microsoft warns of high-severity flaw in hybrid Exchange deployments. This is a vulnerability that could allow attackers to go undetected as they escalate privileges in the Exchange Online cloud environments that connect on-premises Exchange servers to Exchange Online to allow for seamless integration of email and calendar features. Quote, by abusing this shared identity, attackers who control the on-prem Exchange can potentially forge or manipulate trusted tokens or API calls that the cloud side will accept as legitimate, as it implicitly trusts the on-premise server, end quote. This vulnerability, quote, affects Exchange Server 2016 and Exchange Server 2019, as well as Microsoft Exchange Server Subscription Edition. That is the latest version, which replaces the traditional perpetual license model with a subscription-based one, end quote. No exploitation has yet been seen in the wild, but Microsoft has tagged this as exploitation more likely. France's third-largest mobile operator suffers breach. Bouygues Telecom, that is spelled Bouygues, one of France's largest telecom companies and its third-largest mobile operator, announced on Wednesday that it had been hit by a cyber attack that compromised the data of millions of customers. The attack has been resolved, but a statement released by the company describes, quote, unauthorized access to certain personal data from 6.4 million customer accounts, end quote, although it does not distinguish between mobile customer accounts and fiber-to-home accounts in that tally. This attack follows another one last week affecting Orange, which is the largest telecoms provider in France, although Orange did not disclose any breach of customer data. Just as an update, there has been no subsequent reported impacts on Orange customers, either in the retail or enterprise spaces. Dialysis company's April attack affects 900,000 people. Following up on a story we covered in April, DaVita, that is D-A-V-I-T-A, a Denver-based healthcare provider of kidney-related care such as dialysis, says that the ransomware attack that occurred in April did result in access to PII along with health insurance information and medical information of more than 900,000 people. This was accessed as part of a 1.5 terabyte haul claimed by the Interlock ransomware gang. As quoted in the record, quote, the attack caused alarm because of the pivotal role that DaVita plays for dialysis patients in treating end-stage renal disease, which necessitates kidney dialysis 3 times per week until patients receive a new kidney. Huge thanks to our sponsor, ThreatLocker. ThreatLocker is a global leader in zero-trust endpoint security, offering cybersecurity controls to protect businesses from zero-day attacks and ransomware. ThreatLocker operates with a default deny approach to reduce the attack surface and mitigate potential cyber vulnerabilities. To learn more and to start your free trial, visit threatlocker.com/CISO, that is THREATLOCKER.com/CISO. Another video surveillance company is facing problems. Researchers from security firm Clarity have identified a number of security flaws in video surveillance products from Axis Communications, AXIS. These could be vulnerable to RCE takeover attacks, specifically through the company's Axis Device Manager, which manages fleets of cameras, as well as the Axis Camera Station, which is client software used to view camera feeds. Clarity said it found more than 6,500 servers that, quote, expose the proprietary Axis remoting protocol and its services over the Internet, out of which nearly 4,000 are located in the US, end quote. The 4 CVE numbers associated with these flaws range from 4.8 to 9.0 on the CVSS scale and are listed in the show notes to this episode. Air France and KLM announce data breaches. The 2 airlines announced on Wednesday that attackers had, quote, breached a customer service platform and stolen the data of an undisclosed number of customers, end quote. The airlines are part of a French-Dutch multinational airline holding company group called Air France KLM Group, whose systems were compromised. Spokespeople for the group emphasized that their networks were not affected by the attack and that customers' financial and personal information was not affected. Bleeping Computer suggests that this incident is, quote, part of a wave of data breaches linked to the Shiny Hunters extortion group, which targets Salesforce instances in phishing and social engineering attacks, end quote. Ghost Calls exploits video chat connectivity to break in. Speaking at Black Hat USA, security researcher Adam Crosser of Praetorian described a post-exploitation command and control evasion method called ghost calls. This process abuses turn servers. These are traversal using relays around NAT, TURN, a networking protocol used by video call, VoIP, and WebRTC services that, quote, helps devices behind NAT firewalls communicate with each other when a direct connection is not possible, end quote. For example, a Zoom or Teams meeting uses temporary turn credentials, and now these can be hijacked to set up a WebRTC tunnel between the attacker and the victim. Ghost Calls uses legitimate credentials, WebRTC, and custom tooling to bypass most existing defenses and anti-abuse measures without relying on an exploit, allowing operators to blend interactive command and control sessions into normal enterprise traffic patterns, appearing as nothing more than a temporarily joined online meeting, end quote. Microsoft reveals Project Ire that autonomously detects malware. Project Ire, spelled I-R-E, is, quote, an LLM-powered autonomous malware classification system that uses decompilers and other tools, reviews their output, and determines the nature of the software without assistance. Microsoft says the system is, quote, its first reverse engineer, human or machine, to author a conviction case for APT malware, leading to automatic blocking by Microsoft Defender, end quote. It adds that although Microsoft Defender scans over 1 billion devices monthly, malware classification currently relies heavily on expert review. But these analysts face fatigue and burnout, especially since most software does not clearly signal that it is malicious. And further malware classification, quote, lacks definitive validation, making automation difficult and highlighting the need for scalable, intelligent solutions, end quote. As usual, we've got a busy Friday of live streams today. It starts at 1 p.m. with Super Cyber Friday, where the topic will be Hacking Toxic Culture, an hour of critical thinking about how and why we poison the well in cybersecurity. Then at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we have our Week in Review show. Montez Fitzpatrick, CISO at Navis, will be our guest, providing his expert commentary on the news of the week. To join us for both, head on over to the events page at cisoseries.com. Also, if you have some thoughts on the news from today or about the show in general, please be sure to reach out to us at feedback@cisoseries.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Steve Prentice, reporting for the CISO Series.
Cybersecurity headlines are available every weekday. Head to cisoseries.com for the full stories behind the headlines.